Gonna show you guys my garden today, the different electroculture techniques I use. That big tree is a tomato tree. Onions with smaller onions. I'll get closer to them in a second. All of these are potatoes. All of these are potatoes. There is the wire with the magnet on it. I got a couple of those around. I'll show you as I get closer. These potatoes are actually coming in soon. You see they're flowering already. They're about a month or two ahead of schedule. It might be because of the electroculture, I'm not sure. Let's get closer to these bad boys. So, my copper ladle scooper thingy. I try to use copper in the garden the most I can, as much as I can. I just woke up. It's actually going to rain a lot today. It's 4th of July here. So I figured I'll just make this video really fast. These are all tomatoes. They're coming in really nice. Actually, these two tomatoes on the left here, I put the magnet with the steel wire, and that's north. That's north. That's south. And the side of the magnet facing me is south, and the other side is the north facing side of the magnet. It's important. I learned from Yannick Van Doorn. It is important the side where the magnet is facing. This is the other one here. Magnet with the steel going out to the north. These things are doing pretty good. That rock there. So these are the first 5 days or so. I'll show you guys in a sec. I have my seeds in the Energizing pyramid, and then after a few days I can bring them out here and I put them here. So this is the first batch right there, first 5-10 days. The second batch there, where the rock is there, that's where the batch ends. So I just planted stuff, random stuff, sunflower seeds, corn, lettuce. We'll see how they grow. Here we have sweet peppers, lettuce, a bunch of smaller lettuce. I put basalt in here just to see what happens, see how it is. Basalt sand. The potatoes from this side. Got copper sticks coming up. Sometimes they fall. It's important to not use heavy sticks. My tomato tree seems to be pretty good. Coming in pretty good. Can't wait to eat these babies. All of these are little onions. Another piece of magnet with iron here. With the rod, with the metal, iron, steel going over there to the north, facing north. Here I have another homemade round tower. It's basalt. The tube is a toilet paper tube. And I topped it off with this granite block here. We'll see what happens. It's pretty nice. It's interesting too that the plant directly to the north, which is that one, of that basalt little tower, is doing a bit better than the rest. And you can see the same effect actually where my corn is. If you saw my last video, the round tower synchronicity. I'll show you guys in a second. You can't see it from here, but that round tower with a vase, the corn to the north of it is growing way better than the other corn, which is interesting. That's what we would expect. It seems that when you have that's exactly why these wires must be facing north. So the magnet is on the south side of the wire, and then that wire is heading north. That's the idea. So if you do it the other way, it's not going to work as well, if at all. So that may be the same idea behind this. The paramagnetic effect works best to the north of the source of the magnet. My big strawberry bush. Here we have another wire, right? You see it? This one, same magnet, I coated it in beeswax. I ordered some organic beeswax, melted it down, and I coated the magnet. It's always interesting. Seems to be doing really good. That's my grape tree there. That was at my mom's house. We bought that grape tree about 3 years ago or so, and it's been dead for about 2 years now, or a year and a half. Completely dead. The day that we brought it here and put the little copper stick, it came back to life. It was day-night. It was extremely green, just one day after. I'm experimenting here with high-intensity lettuce. I actually started this in my greenhouse over there, and then when I cleared all this area out, I brought it here. That's why it's not straight. Ideally, you'd want this in straight lines, or whichever way you want, but this is not straight. It's okay. It's my first year, guys. You know, we're learning. I think I should start harvesting these actually soon, so that they can keep growing, as opposed to that form of lettuce, or rather this one, where it's one big lettuce. Here in high intensity, you grow a bunch in a row and you harvest off the top. Seems to people on YouTube say they grew more, they harvested more doing it this way. So hopefully next year I'll perfect that method. I forgot what this is. Blueberry tree. If I would have known that this would grow so well, I think these are beans. If I knew they would take up so much space, I wouldn't have planted it next to my grape tree, my blueberry tree. I honestly may just take some of these out because I don't want them to damage my blueberry tree. Yeah, but you can see, man, these are doing really well, really big. Again, they all have these copper sticks here. Focus is a bit off. It's okay. So that's my garden. I'll show you guys my corn again one more time. These babies are doing good too. It's pretty cool. Pretty nice. Always cool to see everything going good. It rained last night a lot, so that helps. Like I said, those two have the magnet and those two don't. Now, let me go show you guys my other things. These are my beans. All of these here are beans. Although I have one tomato tree here, I have a pepper tree here, and a potato tree. The yellow potato tree, that's not doing that well. It's okay. I'm not going to plant potato trees there next year. I also have my magnet with the iron rod or steel rod couldn't find just iron. So here I have two, I forgot what they were honestly. I think these are beans maybe. I have basalt in here in this little statue and copper. Here I have nothing. Just seeing how they grow. I don't think there's much of a difference honestly, other than these, more of these germinated for sure. I don't see a difference in size, but more of these germinated and grew. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure I put the same amount of seeds in both too, so these are just when I have the big tomatoes over there and too many branches are coming out of them, I prune them and I replant them here. These are coming in pretty good. Free tomato trees, guys. Free tomato trees. Right there. I should really put some copper in them. Oh, this one's coming in really good too. Wow. And I didn't even put copper in these. I'm not sure why. I'll put them after this video. That's my little tomato tree there. Let me bring you guys up here too. So, let me show you what I meant about my corn. Everything to the north of the round tower is growing better than everything else. So that's the round tower, and that's north over there. As you can tell, it seems to me that that one here, the north facing one, is growing better than the rest. You may think those two little ones there, the three or couple, a lot of them were damaged by I'm not sure if, I think it was my chickens jumped the fence and started eating these, but that's not a problem anymore. Ooh, this is interesting too. Speaking of north facing. Okay, so these four are tomato trees. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one has basalt mixed in the soil as fertilizer, or organic basalt, not the sand. Organic basalt dust, I should say. This one here, which is doing the best, I think, it has basalt in that little statue there. Interestingly enough, it's doing well, and that basalt statue is on the south facing end of the tree. Now, again, that's north over there, and that's south back there, so that's on the south facing end, and that's doing well. That's interesting. So whenever I use these little basalt round towers, definitely I'll put it on the south side of the plant. Seems like they like that, so that the magnetic effect, the paramagnetic effect, can travel north. This one does not have any basalt here. Oh, I should say, this one only has basalt in the little statue, not in the soil. This one, this tree, tomato tree, does not have any basalt in it. And it's actually the only tree that's not doing as well. It is doing well, don't get me wrong, but you see how it's succumbing to disease. It's turning a little yellow at the bottom here. I don't blame it. It's making contact with the soil, but that one is making contact with the soil too, and it's not doing as bad. This one has been making contact with the soil, and it's not as bad. See, interestingly enough, this one here, this tomato tree, I have the basalt under the plant, under the roots, in a Ziploc bag, so it's not making contact with the tomato tree at all. I was testing that out, and it's doing well, so that's interesting. I think next time I'm going to go with this method, putting it on the south side of the plant. It seems to be doing the best. They're all coming in pretty well, all things considered. So that's my garden. I'm gonna expand a little bit today. I honestly may just clear out all of this land here and turn all of it into garden. We will see what happens. I'm gonna go feed the chickens and the goats. before it starts raining. I'm gonna plant 2 apple trees that came in yesterday before it gets too late for that. I'll get you guys updated next time. Hear the birds? Happy 4th of July and Independence Day. Gotta become more independent, guys. More independent from the grocery store and the government. Have a good day. Actually, before I forget, let me show you guys my energizing pyramid. So here I have a copper pyramid that is crudely put together. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work just because of how inconsistent it is. I tried my best. It's alright. That's all we can do. So the idea is to energize the seeds and the basalt here. Basalt mixed with dirt. Interestingly enough, there are seeds that germinated in here, like that one. And I never put any water in that. I never put any light in here. I never allow any light to get in. This is always closed like that, you know, closed completely dark 24/7. So it's just interesting that things are growing in that basalt bag while under this copper pyramid. Again, it's supposed to energize the seeds and the basalt, make it better, stronger, grow faster, more resilient, you know the deal. So always interesting. I have tomato seeds, lettuce seeds, corn, sunflower, peas. I'm actually going to plant some more today. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. That's pretty much it. That's my greenhouse that I made. I'm not using it too much right now. I have a lemon tree in there. It's doing well. I'll actually show you now. That's my lemon tree with copper. I built all of this here before moving everything out to the garden. If I can do anything different, I would not use the plastic. I don't know. Part of me just intuitively or instinctively, I don't like the plastic. So next time, I'm not going to use the plastic. Again, my lemon tree, it was really small when I got it. It's growing big. It's always a good thing. It's very happy here. So there it is. Actually, I'm actually going to work on this someday soon. These 2 units I'll probably push to the side or take it out, and I'm going to utilize the floor in the greenhouse here. Probably put a little round tower in here after I make it. This is more so for the winter, for when it gets cold, but why let it go to waste now, right? Might as well just use it. See how fast things grow. I have a bunch of rocks, a bunch of quartz rocks. Always cool. And of course my steel for when I need it. I'm going to use it soon, so let me feed the animals and get some things done before it rains. Have a good day, guys.